Good evening, my friends. It's video for Saturday morning, so if something will happen in the night, I'm just saying that I'm doing in the evening on Friday, but it is for Saturday morning. And welcome in my channel. I'm Psychic Violetta. I see pictures as an answers, and I have to understand what they mean. And I'm using 3 tarot cards to extend the vision, extend the reading, to answer the question. Okay, the questions for today. Thank you for everyone who sent me your questions. I really appreciate. Sometimes they are not easy to answer because I know some of you might not like my answers. But I have to answer because I'm asked. Will Hunter Biden go down and pull at his father? Will Biden win again? Future for E. Jean Carrol. Will Kamala Harris ever be a president? Will George Santos be removed? Will the ex-president go to jail? How will be by the Brian Kohlberg trial? He is from Idaho. And where is Trump's lawyer, Jenna Ellis? Why hasn't DeJoy been charged yet? What will be Putin's next move? So those are the questions, and I will be answering them one by one. I'm cleansing my cards over the candle. And the world is waiting for, and it's related to the whole world actually, whatever I have. Okay, and at the end of the video I will announce who will be having reading with me, so please stay. Marie Contreras, will Hunter Biden go down and will he bring down his father? And I saw him standing and crying over his father's graveyard. And he is really sorry. So I know that he will cause his father a lot of grief. Not that he wanted. He was very dependent on drugs when he was doing silly things. And I'm not saying that he is perfect, but I'm not saying that there is any proof yet that he was doing something wrong. But even that, it is very stressful for his father to know that he has to worry about his son. We are all parents, and yeah, there will be some symbol of feeling sorry, of being disappointed, crying over a relationship. It might cause Biden to be sick, and it is a problem in the family. He is not a perfect son. I'm sorry, but that's what it is with Hunter Biden. He is who he is. His older brother was very good guy, and I'm not saying that but you know, every family has a ship, black ship. So he is kind of black sheep for the Bidens. Irene Lecure, thank you. She don't want Trump or DeSantis to be a president. And you tell me that Biden will win again. And when I closed my eyes, I saw a lettuce laying on the counter. It's only one in a grocery store. It's only one on the shelf, no more lettuces. And but how many people will buy really old looking lettuce? Don't want to cause problems. I like Biden, I respect him, but we have to admit he's not the fresh lettuce. So you be the judges, and please don't be upset with me. I'm just a messenger. He is strong for his age. He is but he will have moments that he will feel the infinity up and downs. The journey is getting harder and harder for him, but he is still in the chariot. He is still moving forward, and this is up to you how you will read the answer. If he will be the only letters on the shelf, then somehow it will be probably sold, because someone will deal with that problem and will pull the leaves from around and eat the fresh inside. Verga's family. What is the future for Eugene Carrol? And I saw her very vulnerable, watching her steps when she will be walking on the street. She will be feeling that someone can stalk her. It's not easy to go against Trump. I bet she has a lot of threats. And she's going to watch her shadow. And she's not a young girl, but she is very, very brave. And now she has to again stand up to him, because he was very nasty towards her on that town meeting. She will be busy. Maybe she will write even a book about that experience. Busy like a man she will be. And she will need some medical help to deal with the stress, so she will have to go to the doctor. But I think she's giving a lot of confidence to younger ladies that if they feel that something is wrong, that they can speak up. My generation, we were not even allowed to think that we have any chances with those against those powerful men. Silly me. Will Kamala Harris ever be president? And I saw her opening the door and someone is giving her a registered letter. It can be a positive letter and it can be a sad letter. That's what I have seen, and I will pull 3 cards to know more, because that was given to me, that message was given to me. She will be working, she will be proud of her work, and she will be reunited with Democrats. So positive cards, a lot about work and a lot of feeling that she achieved a lot, that people are giving her good applause for her work. Apprentice is symbol of deserving money for her work. So yes, she probably have some chances. The letter was confident. I couldn't see any more. And I don't have too many, when I have one question, it's usually one vision. I'm lucky to have the visions, but it's not that they can spoil me and give me more and more visions. Will George Santos be removed or somehow taken out of his seat this year? And I saw a coffin symbol of death, symbol of change in the tarot card. Death is not a bad card, it's just a symbol of closing one paragraph in your life and opening a new one. I believe he will have to readjust himself to some new uncomfortable position, very small, black and dark and cold. So he might even go to jail. And, be isolated, because no one in the coffin is not isolated. That's place for one. So, yes, he will be out. You see, he's outside of the fence, and the workers are on another side. He will feel so that he can speak up his mind and talk about this. Everything will come out to the surface. Everything will be obvious what he was doing. And he would like to pretend that he is a big boss and he has something to say, and he will go after Biden and blah, blah, blah. 1 second, I put the card upside down. Yeah. So, big mouth, big liar, unbelievable creative past he had, and everything was so creative. He should go to the movies instead of to the politics, and maybe that will give him some applause of being so creative and so, living in a fantasy world. Okay, Rick and Sandy withhold. Do you see the ex-president going to jail for contempt of court, and will this prevent him from becoming the future president? And I see him isolated. You remember I was telling you, I see him isolated on some small island. So he will be, and it is cold island, big rocks, small island. So he will be in some seclusion. That will be horrific for him. I don't see him in a prison, because in a prison he will have the security guys will have to be with him. He has for the rest of his life security. So this will be different type of prison created just for him, expensive, of course, but it wouldn't be Mar-a-Lago and it wouldn't be Trump Tower. It will be very basic place for him to live, and no golf. Sorry, Donnie, you are not going to golf, and you may get a tantrum, but you are not going to golf. On that island, there is no room for golf. Yeah, he will have to wait and wait and wait for someone to visit him to do, and for his family might be with him somehow. Queen of Cups. I will put 3 more cards for Melania. What will she do if he will go in some isolation? Queen of Love. She will be making really good decisions, and she will surprise him, and actually she will backstab him. Otherwise, she will think about herself, not about him. And she will say, bye, honey. That's for Stormy Daniels. That's for other girls that you were choosing when you were married to me. And no one will blame her. I don't know. Apparently he doesn't have the very big equipment, but she should even shorten that, like bobbin. You remember that story when she took scissors and was playing a game with scissors and cut his husband's thing? So I don't think anyone will be very upset with Melania getting even with him one day. Rick and Sandy will hold. Sorry, this is for entertainment only. It's not that I'm advising anyone to do things like that or no. I'm 43 years married, and I will never hurt my husband, but he never deserved anything like that. Who knows if he will do something to me like that. He will be probably called Shorty. Rick and Sandy withhold. How will be Brian Kohlberger trial? 4 students were killed in Idaho. I see a lot of conversations around the table, and they are looking through the magnifying glass on something. So they will be paying attention to details. And Brian is sitting at the end of the table, and they are debating, and he is giving probably his side of the story, and they are debating, and eventually he's pulling the mask. So I think there will be some surprises, and he will think that he can distract them by showing, and his lawyer is probably making big show out of that, making us to believe that he is innocent and he has chances to get out of that accusations. And there is a greener grass for him, so there is still hope that he was a leader. And then the paragraph will change, everything will go, and I will pull 3 more cards, because it will change completely. And which way? Good way or bad way? Okay, from the darkness to light, everything will come. Right now we don't know enough about the situation, so it is that it's like in the night we can see the shadows of trees, but we can't see everything perfectly. But eventually the sun will start shining on every inch of the story, and we will be really well educated. I think that will be not on his best interest. So that might end up that we will see his real face, and we will see how correct I was, or, because there will be some splash of information, and his lawyer will be working so hard to put details, and because she still thinks that she has rights to save him. Julie McLaughlin, where is Jenna Ellis, Trump former attorney? She's avoiding subpoena and has disappeared. So no one knows where she hides. And when I closed my eyes, I saw her on the edge of the cliff. So she can't go forward, because you can move forward when there is a cliff. You can go left, right, or back. But next to her, I see someone sitting. I think it's a male. But it was so fast, I couldn't take. So she might have a new partner in her life, because she's divorcee. Her ex-husband was anchor for some religious program, and they divorced. But she's stuck. She's stuck, and she can't hide forever, and this is uncomfortable to be on the edge. She's not going to jump, so she has to eventually answer. But as long as she feels that she can be hiding, she will try to do that. And 3 cards for Jenna Ellis. Intuitively, she knows she can't really hide, and she was the leader for Trump. She was the one who was standing behind Giuliani, and she was the one who was sitting behind Giuliani when he was leaking the black paint. That was her, the young blonde girl. And then she was sitting behind Giuliani when he spilled the gases out loud and nasty, and she was holding her face like nothing happened. Yes, she will be sharing everything eventually about what was happening, because she wanted to have career. She thought that she will be successful as a lawyer, attorney. And intuitively, she knows she can't really. She can hide, but she can't outrun anyone. Yoga by Joanne. Why doesn't DeJoy been charged with destroying the mail sorting machines? Yeah, he has destroyed so many millions of dollars. And I see him in the country club. You know, you feel privileged when you're going to the country club. And you know everyone knows you. And there are rules and in the club different than for the average person outside the club. So he thinks he is above the law so far. And I pulled 2 cards and third card and one more. And yes, he is doing, because he is so much in love with Trump, and it's still good harvest for him. It's still good. He's paid well, and lately he is watching every step. He's walking on the sticks, and he thinks the grass is greener somewhere else, so he might be moving away and negotiating. If he will move away, maybe they will let him get away from that problems. So who knows if that will be. I don't see him being really charged. If they didn't charge him, they don't have the strong reason to charge him. Everything was kind of legal. Rick and Sandy, can you see what will be the next move of Russian leader Putin? He will be upset because mothers will come to him and they will be crying because they lost the sons. And it's not easy to anyone to deal with those losses, and the mothers will be upset. The moment they will leave the room, he will send a lot of younger guys to the front. So he's not having any. No one can tell him what to do. He's only thinking about how to go his own way. In his mind, he's doing the job. He will be losing a lot of soldiers, and there will be rebellions in his army. People will start rebelling for losing so many friends, but he will think that that's the only way he can win the war, so he will be pushing. And it is like those young men are meat, army meat. So he is using them, death. Yes. Until the death takes him away, I don't know how they can live with him, because a lot of Russians love him. It's like they love Don. Okay, remedy. Cinnamon and diatomaceous earth. It's a powder. Both of those. It's a cinnamon powder, and diatomaceous earth is a white powder. And you can put around the plants, so the ants wouldn't destroy the plants. And I'm putting always in the garden the diatomaceous herb, and it's taking care of ants, and I'm not hurting my dog, or I'm not hurting anything else. So buy the poor quality diatomaceous herb, not the very high quality, but you can buy the cheaper one, and in the farmers stores that they have lower grades, and they are less expensive, and you can put the white powder. Vivi, sorry, and Mama Pajamestic Itches is asking, sorry if I'm pronouncing, but her name is Kirsten, is asking, will there be a cure for celiac disease? It's autoimmune disorder, unable to eat wheat, rye, or barley. And when I was growing up, no one was talking about this. But the bread was so different. It didn't last longer than one day. The next day it was hard. So now they are adding some components to keep the bread longer on the shelves. And I think that's what is causing the celiac. My mom was always complaining that since they changed those rules in Poland, because too much bread was going to the garbage, then that she started having problem in her stomach, and she was complaining, and she was always calling this Arabic this was Arabic glue. So she was saying that they are adding some glue to the flour, and that's what is causing the flour to not be infected by. Oh, I remember you had to always sieve the flour because it was infected sometimes by bugs. Now the flour, I never had any problem with bugs. I because my mom was sifting, so I'm sifting, but you don't have to sift the flour anymore. So this is different flour that it was many years ago, and probably a lot of you remember the good smell of bread when it was baked. And now the white bread is like a marshmallow, soft and fluffy and so on. That was not the case before. It was much harder. And Linda G's nephew, we have to pray for him. He's going for surgery next Monday. He's only 1 year old, so I would like to pray for him. And after this, I will announce who is the winner. So I want you to pray for little nephew of Linda G. Comanche. And I want to pray for anyone who is going through operation or surviving from operation, anyone who is suffering anyway, and people with celiac disease, that there will be some cure for them. I think that they can actually start looking this way as I'm looking about that. So hopefully the flower will be different than it was, as it was long time ago, more natural. And that's probably what it is causing the celiac. We want to bring the good energy to the earth. And now I want to, before I forget, I want to do to find that the person who is a winner. I announced it with Cheryl that I will be looking for the winner on this video and end of this video. So, and it's donated by Janet and Kohlberg. Okay, and the video is because whoever will win, please go to my previous video from May 10th, and your name will be posted on top. Not the last video, because today I posted a video about the zodiac, and I choose Leo because I'm Leo. So I was experimenting on myself, and a lot of you were happy. and hopefully that I will start doing every sign once in a while. And your name will be posted as the first as that you are the winner. I have 140 45 comments, so check if you are the one, and I will be going now with my finger and looking. Oh, bye. I can't go too fast because then it's getting out of control. Shit. I lost that again. Oops. Sorry. Okay.
Sankshin.
I have to watch that I'm not going over because then it's Cat A. Thank you for your insightful messages. Your observations are so helpful. Cat A, you are the winner. I'm posting your name. Oh, what's wrong? It's go frozen. Shit. Okay, I will write Kate A. And please contact with me, and I will, because it went blur. It's my husband's phone. And please contact with me, psychicvioletta.com, and send me your phone number. Bye-bye. I hope I'm still on the message.